Hi everyone, so welcome to my week 1 discussion, the IAT reflection. So addressing the question, where do you think implicit biases among human beings come from? I definitely think it has a lot to do with what you are exposed to as a kid, or what you were not exposed to as a kid. I think those all play a part in the biases that form. I also think conversations you overhear as a child, whether it be your parents or teachers or other kids in your classroom, all kind of play a part in the biases that you will have and that will kind of stick with you growing up. What experiences in your life have contributed to certain implicit biases and solidarity with certain groups of people? As far as experiences, I guess I feel anything that affects you negatively will kind of automatically form a bias in one way or the other. So whether, and it has to do with race or money or really anything that's, not even that much of a hot topic, can definitely contribute to those biases and cause you to be more comfortable around a certain group of people than another. And I think that has a lot to do with it too, is just who you're more comfortable around. You'll definitely gravitate towards one group of people or the other, and I think that goes back to what you're exposed to as a kid. Let's say in terms of there's different types of people in this world, and if you are only ever exposed to one type of people, you're going to be more comfortable around them. You're going to trust what they have to say more than any other type of people, and what have you. So definitely those experiences as a kid kind of decide what the biases that you will have and that might always stick with you. How do I think that these implicit biases shape how you think and act in organizations and in society? So again, I think the biases will definitely determine how comfortable you are in certain situations or organizations, depending on your rank or race or social status, what have you. In society, those biases will definitely play a large role in just who you are and who you want to surround yourself with. What can you do to take ownership over your implicit biases? What do you hope to do in terms of learning, thinking, and acting now that you are possibly more aware of your implicit biases? So I definitely would, love to be able to kind of put myself in check every time I realize that I'm being biased towards a certain situation or person. And a lot of times you do it without even knowing you're doing it. And I think being able to be aware of when you are being biased in a situation that you might not even really know, too much about, but you're more comfortable having in those biased thoughts or what have you. What do I hope to do in terms of learning and thinking and acting now that I'm possibly more aware of the implicit biases? I definitely want to, continue learning about just everyone and just expose myself to as many situations and experiences and people as possible. And just, I feel like that's how you get rid of those biases. You learn more. You kind of talk less and you listen more, and I think that will definitely help to shape how you think and act in future organizations and society, because you'll just know more about more people in more situations that you've just experienced in doing that. So yeah, that's my discussion for the week 1 IAT reflection.